Welcome to Positively Texas with host Hyola Johnson.
Good morning, and thank you very much for tuning in today. On today's program, we're talking to authors who've written books on topics ranging from comparing a business to parenting to the dangerous disorder of self-mutilation. But first up, producer, director, and editor Russ Pond. His love of filmmaking started at an early age, and now he's the owner of his own business. And this week, his debut film, Fissure, premieres in Dallas. And he joins us this morning to talk about his film as well as his career. Welcome.
Thank you.
Well, did you decide early on that you wanted to be a filmmaker? Has this been a lifelong thing with you? Or?
Well, it hasn't really been a lifelong thing, but I was raised around the arts. My father's a professional photographer.
Okay.
But you know, he said, "Hey, don't be a starving artist. Why don't you become an engineer?" And
Makes
so
sense.
I became an engineer. And a few years ago, I started getting that bug for the arts and started dabbling in media and just fell in love with it.
Great. In fact, you left a career in corporate America.
That's correct.
To become a filmmaker. What made you decide to take that daring leap?
You know, corporate America is just that. You know, it's corporate America. And I got tired of sitting in a cubicle, and it was just, you know, I wanted to create. I wanted to tell stories.
Right.
And but at the same time, you know, being in corporate America, I was able to gain a strong business background and learn things about marketing and business, and be able to kind of turn that into filmmaking, because it is show business.
It is absolutely a business, and funding very often is difficult for people who want to venture out on their own. Have you been able to accomplish that?
You know, there's a term called an angel investor, and those are investors who invest in, you know, you and your passion. And I had a friend of mine that we have known for quite a long time, and he got behind me. He fell in love with the project with me and said, "Hey, let's do this thing." And so it was just one investor for the whole project.
Okay, tell us about the film, Fissure.
Okay, yes, Fissure. Fissure is it's a detective story. It's kind of a whodunit. It's about a cop, Detective Paul Grunning, who is kind of recovering from a very traumatic accident in his life. And he's called into a disturbance, and he hasn't been working for a long time because he's trying to struggle through some things. And as he's pulled into this disturbance, it turns out that there was a gunshot wound and somebody's dead on the kitchen floor.
Wow.
And so he's pulled into this investigation, and things are starting to get kind of crazy at this house. We don't know what's going on. We don't know if the house is haunted. We don't know if he's losing his mind.
Wow.
We don't know what's going on.
Interesting.
And so it's a very exciting story.
Was it shot in this area?
It was actually. We shot over in East Dallas.
Wow.
And off Junius, kind of over in the Swiss district.
Local
there.
actors, or?
Some local, some from LA. We had about 2 actors from LA. The lead, James Macdonald, is from Los Angeles, and then Scarlett McAlister is from LA as well. But the rest were local.
What about other projects? Anything else in the works right now for you?
Well, my background is corporate America and then also corporate productions. So I do a lot of corporate productions for local clients as well. But I love filmmaking, and I love telling stories.
Right.
And so I'm hoping that this film will be profitable in a way that we can then turn around and raise some more money for the next film.
When and where is the premiere?
The premiere is Thursday, November 15th at 8 p.m. at the Inwood Theaters in Dallas.
And after the premiere, where can people see this movie?
We don't know yet. We're still working out some distribution details. In fact, just yesterday I was at AFM, the American Film Market, and I was meeting with different distribution companies to talk about, you know, who would want to pick this up. So
Fantastic.
We haven't determined that yet.
Any plans to move to New York or Hollywood? Or?
No, Texas is great. I mean, Texas just recently passed some film incentives. You know, that's going to be drawing a lot more production to the area.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah,
absolutely. Lots going on. Tell us again when and where the premiere is.
The premiere is at the Inwood Theaters in Dallas, and it's at 8 p.m. on Thursday night.
Okay.
And there's more information on the movie website, which is www.fissurethemovie.com.
All right. Thank you so much. Enjoyed talking to you. It
Appreciate
sounds
it.
like an exciting film.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Okay.